What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. This is a video that I've been thinking about doing for a while. This is going to be an entire series. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. You can probably tell from the title. I'm thinking something like exposing myself or canceled. Or the point of the series is to get to know the real me. And I wanted to start today by giving you a bit of a house tour, but not like how most YouTubers do, where they show off their cars and they show off their phones and they show off all of their cool stuff. I want to show you the way I live, the person that I actually am, what I do with my time, kind of like how some YouTubers would do a day in their life. The problem is, if I did a day in my life, it'd be actually really boring. So here's the real me. Here's how I spend my time, and here's where I spend it. Congratulations, you survived 2020, so now you deserve to show the world by putting it on a t-shirt, a mask, a mug, or a phone case. If you like this design and you want to support the channel, all you have to do is go to the description box below or go to teespring.com/boogie2020 and pick up this shirt. With shirts starting as low as 22 bucks, it's a great way to support the channel. But just like my other designs, this is limited edition. Get it now before it's gone. Starting off in the chair that I was just sitting in with little Sammy. And if I'm awake, statistically speaking, these days, that's where I spend 90-some% of my time is right here in this chair. Either drinking Mountain Dew, for sure. I have a couple of these a day still. Sorting magic cards. As you can see, that's going to be a big theme here. You want to know what it looks like to be morbidly obese at the age of 46? These are the pills I have to take just for the morning. There's another set for the night time, and some I take in the middle of the day. But honest to God, if I'm awake, if you see me tweeting, if you see me posting something, chances are I'm doing it right here. I spend almost all my waking hours right there. If that's not what I'm doing, I'm looking at this television here. Basically, I've used the Xbox Series X the most. PlayStation 5 is hooked up in here as well. And this is my nicest television. Nice big 4K 75-inch monstrosity. So yeah, I still play a good amount of video games, and it's almost exclusively on consoles these days. I do have cool collectibles. I'll show you a little bit of collectibles while we're here. This is my collectibles shelf, and you should see some pretty crazy stuff on it. A lot of this stuff is stuff I've bought at conventions that I went to. Some of it, like the Boogie and the Sammy there in the back, made out of perler beads, have been made by fans or friends. There's my DDP figure. There's my Boogie Coca-Cola. There's a statue that a fan made me way back when I did that Volkswagen commercial. Here's a pop vinyl made by a fan. Some Nuka-Cola bottles and caps made by a fan. This Pac-Man device. Down here we've got a duck, rubber ducky made to look like Francis. A Spyro egg. Some paintings made by fans. The Zelda map carved on wood made by fans. This is, I feel like this is kind of narcissistic, but for a good reason. I definitely don't want to be one of those people that just like has photos of themselves all over their house, because that's too self-centered. I don't like the way I look, especially this horrible haircut that I've got going on right now. But this is stuff that fans made for me or gave me, and I think that's worth displaying. I think that's really cool. I think when somebody went out of their way to make something or to purchase something and send it to the P.O. box, nobody really does anymore. But back when they used to do that, I think it's so important to display that stuff. So I do. If I am not in that chair or I'm not in my YouTube studio working, this is where I spend the rest of my time. Obviously, I sleep in here for about 8 hours a night, but I'm also in here about 2 to 3 hours before I go to bed playing PlayStation. This is where the PlayStation 4 Pro ended up. This is where the Xbox One X ended up. This is where I do my weightlifting. I don't really use the treadmill much because we've mostly been walking outdoors. You can see there's dust collected on it. But yep, I sit in here and I watch YouTube or play video games here. And I do my exercise here as well. And another kind of gross thing is that Sammy eats his treats in this bed. So I got to wash sheets really often, like literally at least once a week. Everything get kind of gross, but that's how I live. There's my CPAP machine. Oh, there's the rest of my medications, I think. And yeah, what a life. Pre-COVID, at least once a week, this is where I would spend my Saturday nights hanging out with my friends, playing Magic, playing board games, doing that kind of thing. Post-COVID, I haven't had a single friend over, except for on Thanksgiving for just a couple of my closer friends. in almost a year now. It's kind of heartbreaking, but it's better to keep myself safe and keep them safe. So why risk it? What right now? It's basically just a Magic the Gathering sorting facility. I'm building a bunch of commander decks, so it gives me something to do. But I kind of miss being in this room. I mostly just miss my friends, though. And back when I was married, this is where I spent all my time, and I'm sure you're used to seeing this room from that angle. There's some of the stuff that you can't see that's behind me, though. But this is, they say a cluttered desk is a sign of a brilliant mind. Well, if that's the case, good news. I must be brilliant because my entire house is cluttered. But yeah, this is how I just kind of store everything. Like, I'm not much of a hoarder, but I also won't throw away stuff that was given to me. So if it was given to me by a company, or if it's something I bought, or it was sent by a fan, if it's sent by a fan, I keep it. Absolutely. But if it's sent by a company, I try to find a new home for it. I want to make sure that somebody who will appreciate it and use it gets it. But yeah, more Magic cards, more of a mess. And that's where the magic happens, right here. This is where I live stream. This is where I make all my videos. Except this one, of course. And yes, there are sea monkeys still alive in there. I've had these sea monkeys for over a year. Oh my God, is he dead? Oh my God, is he dead? Poor sea monkey. Sorry, buddy. This is probably more how you're used to seeing me. And I have to say, you only see a small sliver of my life. So there's a lot of stuff that's left for guesswork. You don't see it when I live stream. You don't see it on Twitter. You don't see it here on YouTube. And that's what I want to try to fill in on this series, to give you an idea of what I'm really like and who I really am. Because unfortunately, people decided to fill in those blanks with a lot of, unfortunately, very untrue things, taking little slivers of things I would say on Twitter, a little sliver of things I'd show on live stream, and turning me into something I'm not. So I hope this helps you get to know the real me. In this series, I want to show you my eating routine, my exercise routine, my dating life. I want to fully expose myself the way I would on live stream, but I want to do it here on YouTube. I want you to get to know the real me. Like me or love me, as long as you're watching. At the end of the day, I guess that's all that really matters. But I do hope that this much deeper dive into who and what I really am can hopefully inspire you to either learn from my mistakes and do better than I have done as a person, or maybe figure it out where I got it right from time to time and do good things with that. But I hope this gives you the idea that the well-spoken, extroverted Boogie that you have seen here on YouTube or have seen on live stream is very different from the person that I actually am. Not in morality, not in personality, but I'm very introverted. I'm very, very introverted. I'm good at being with people. I'm good at talking with people, and I do enjoy doing it from time to time, but I definitely prefer to be alone with my dog and play video games. Sad but true. So now here's where you come in. I want you to tell me in the comments section below. I want you to ask questions. Tell me what aspects of my life that you would like me to share with you. I will talk about just about everything as long as it won't hurt another person to talk about it. So let me know down there in the comments section below. While you're down there, drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe if you want to see content like this. And as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I will speak with you again soon.